Hey everyone, how are you this morning? It's Marla. You're probably wondering why you're looking at a picture of French toast. Well, I normally don't do any recipes on my channel, but my son twisted my arm and said, Mom, you have to put this recipe up, and that's why I'm doing it. This is a favorite of my family's and really of all my son's friends. Every time they come over, they say, oh, Miss Robinson, we love your French toast. And you have no idea how many parent meetings at the school I've gone to where I've actually had the parents come up and say, my son can't stop talking about the French toast you make. What is so special about that? So I am going to put the recipe up. This is a fabulous recipe. Really, I mean, this is almost, I think, and I'm not bragging, but this really is something you get in a restaurant. It's delicious. So let me do this, and I am going to show you how I make this delicious French toast. So this is a very easy recipe to make, and it tastes fabulous. Tastes just like restaurant French toast, just awesome. I have sliced in nice thick chunks some egg bread, and then I have I use organic all-purpose flour, but you can use regular all-purpose flour. And I have a 1/4 cup of that. And then I am also going to use a little bit of ground cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of that. And I like to use some of my pure vanilla extract. And of that, I'm going to be using a teaspoonful. Just a pinch of salt. I just like to use the Morton's light salt, but you can use any salt you want. And then also I'm going to be using a tablespoon of regular sugar, white sugar. And over here I have my Silk almond milk, the unsweetened, and this is the one that's the 30-calorie one, and I just have a cup of that. And let's see, the only other thing I have is I have 3 eggs. And I'm going to put it all in my blender. It makes it super easy and less cleanup. So let me just back this up a little bit. So right now I'm going to put in my 3 eggs. And I'm going to put in my cup of almond milk, which seems to make it really rich and thick. My 1/4 cup of flour. And I'm going to measure out just a tablespoon of sugar. There you go. Just a little pinch of salt. Not very much. And then I'm going to take 1 teaspoon. Actually, I'm going to use the cinnamon first, so I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then 1 teaspoon of my pure vanilla. And I'm going to put the lid on, and I'm going to liquefy this and get it super well mixed. Okay, and that makes the mixing amazing. Nothing is separated out. You don't have little chunks of flour. It's just, it mixes it awesome. Plus it's such an easy way to clean up. And I don't need a whisk or anything. Everything goes in there. And I'm going to take my egg bread and I'm going to put it just in a little dish. Let me move this a little bit closer so you can see. And I just take the mixture, pour it all over the bread. And I let that soak in for probably about 2 minutes. I'm going to put this in the sink. All right, my bread is nicely soaked in the mixture, and I'm going to get just my frying pan, and I just sprayed this just a little bit with my high heat canola spray, and then I just put just about a tablespoon of butter in there. And then I am going to transfer this onto my frying pan. Put that in there. And I'm going to get a nice brown, crispy outer coating on my French toast. So let me heat this up. And now that the French toast is nicely browned, I'm going to transfer these slices to a dish. And then I'm going to show you what the final product looks like. So here we are. We have the final product with the French toast and my maple syrup. And if you'd like to make this a little bit sweeter, if you have someone in your house that likes French toast just a touch sweeter like my son does, I just sprinkle on with a sifter a little bit of confectioner's sugar. And that is the final product. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.